Hello there, this is Jedi Master Daniel 96, and today's video we're going to be talking about the novel Star Trek Voyager Homecoming by Christy Golden. And if you're worried about spoilers, like the newer viewers here, you won't be heavily spoiled. I'll give you like a basic rundown of what goes on in the book, like certain plot points and all that kind of stuff, and then my thoughts towards the end. So anyway, let's dive in. So, Homecoming is the first book of the Homecoming duology, which you have Homecoming and its sequel, The Farther Shore, which on this one we're talking about the first book, Homecoming, and this is like pretty much what kicked off the Star Trek Voyager relaunch series, and pretty much our story set after the Voyager TV series. And this book was published in 2003, so 2 years after the show ended. And then pretty much, the only Star Trek show at the time was Enterprise at this point in time. And then you just had the Star Trek Nemesis movie a year prior. So that's kind of Star Trek in the early 2000s of the setting of things. And obviously the crew is back on Earth after 7 years in the Delta Quadrant. We meet the crew's family members, like we see them reconnect with them. Then Janeway will reunite with her ex-fiance Mark and meets his wife. Then Harry reunites with Libby. Then Tom and B'Elanna are in their early days raising their daughter Muriel. And then we also have Tom's dad Owen, so he appears in here as well, and we know he's part of Starfleet as well. And we have some next generation characters in here like Jean-Luc Picard and Deanna Troi make appearances in here. And then we have an interaction between Janeway and Picard. And obviously Janeway will be promoted to an admiral, and we know that from Star Trek Nemesis that Janeway is an admiral at that point. And even in the movie, they had an interaction between Janeway and Picard. So, little fun fact there. So that's that. And then a big plot point is the Doctor gets arrested, Seven and Icheb get arrested, and then there's this hollow strike that goes on, which, pretty much will have the Doctor arrested, and then Seven and Icheb get arrested for some Borg stuff, which some politics of that, and Janeway's all puzzled by it and that, and they have to pretty much like go and save him, which will obviously build on to the next book as well, The Farther Shore. So this book pretty much also will set the stage for its sequel as well, as this is the first in a duology, and it does have that feeling of like, you'd be watching a Star Trek episode and it would be like a two-parter or something, and then at the end of the episode it would have to be continued. So that's kind of my vibe from reading this book, and so that's kind of with that bit. And it does feel like a good Voyager follow-up, so this would feel like a hypothetical Voyager Season 8, which I would headcanon this as a Voyager Season 8, and that's just me. And my rating would be an 8.5 out of 10, so that's my rating, and I'd say a really good start to this duology. And if you've seen the Voyager TV series, definitely pick up this one if you want more stories of the Voyager crew. And that does it for me in this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think down below. If you read this book, did you love it, not love it, were you indifferent? Let me know your thoughts down below. Share this video. Let's get to 700 subscribers. You can follow me on Twitter at DownRS87, Bluesky Jedi Master Daniel 96, Instagram JMD96_YT, and Facebook Jedi Master Daniel 96. Have a great day, everyone, and live long and prosper. Bye.